Meanwhile, in stately Wayne Manor...
Greetings, Bat fans. Another Saturday, another episode of the 1966 Batmobile coming at you today on Brickscale Studio. Welcome back to Brickscale Studio. My name is Jeff. Thank you so much for joining me for another installment of Build the 1966 Classic Batmobile. So again, unfortunately, sort of another low part, low step episode. I think the next four episodes are going to be very quick, like, 10, 15 minutes. Like, there's not much to do. I think we maybe had 4 parts in this episode and 4 steps. And then on the Lego side, it was pretty lackluster as well. We built part of a seat. But let's get into the build video and we can talk about that after.
And in the Batcave, deep below stately Wayne Manor...
Here we are with issue 65. Skipped a page here. We're still in season 2. Some of the artwork on these comics is just incredible. Alright, looks like this is going to be a super easy episode, or issue. Although I do believe an episode, because the other issue 66, is equally as simple. Alright, so here is the parts pack. Alright, all we have is our floor pan here, and this is plastic. And we are going to need the bulkhead that we created in the last build episode where we attached the pedals. So it looks like that is going to go on... Nope, just like this. And there are 2 little lugs here that will line up with these holes, and then these will line up here, and we're going to screw those in, I believe, with 2 CP screws. So let's get those going. I'll put that on its side here. Alright, so it looks like we got that in there, although this side doesn't seem to be sort of as flush as the other side, but that screw, there we go, it's a little better. But there seems to be a bigger gap on this side. But that is it for issue 65. Here is issue 66. And it looks like we are starting on this center console and some seat belts. So, again, another quick episode, or a quick issue here. And episode again. Alright, again, this is a plastic piece. These seatbelts are really nice. The buckles have the Bat logo on them, so very cool. Yeah, these are just going on the sides here, and we're taking this long end. So one end has a little buckle or whatever on there, and then one end is just nothing on the end. So that is going to go into this slot here, and it might be one of those easier said than done things, like threading a needle. So let me grab my tweezers. So we got one of them in, so it's going to pull that through. All right, so that is the other one. So now, this is very scientific here. I'm just gonna kind of match these up. And I'm gonna pull them all the way through just to give myself some slack here, but we're just gonna tie these together. And that's gonna be what keeps them in there. So, all right, so now we can pull these back out. And those should be sitting in there just like so. All right, and that is it for issue 66. So moving on to the Lego side. All right, here we are on the Lego side. So last episode, build episode, we kind of installed this hood piece and this lever here for, I believe, the afterburner. So it looks like in today's episode, we're going to be doing steps 199 to 205, and it looks like we're going to be building or starting one of the seats. So we're not going to need this for this episode. So let's get into the build. All right, so that is the end of 205. So we can see we have the start of a seat here. So that will do it for the Lego portion. So to recap, on the Lego side, we have our seat portion here, or part of the seat. And then on the scale model side, we have the floor pan, which we attached the bulkhead that we did in the previous episode. And then we started work on this center console where we attached the seat belts. And that will do it for episode 33. Okay, so see what I mean? Pretty anticlimactic on the scale model side. We just attached that bulkhead to the floor pan, and then we tied some seat belts in a knot. So yeah, and then we built like half a seat on the Lego side. So for our summary, 4 steps and 4 parts for the scale model. A little better with Lego, 9 steps, 21 parts. Total to date, 304 steps and 354 parts on the scale model side, 448 steps and 1,119 parts on the Lego side. All right, so again, sort of the negative is these are kind of lackluster episodes because there's just not a whole lot to do. But positive, we have parts and we are doing something at least. Remember, we've had 2 incidents now where we've had to take several weeks off waiting for parts. So while we have parts, even if it's just 2 or 3 an episode, I'm happy to do them because that means the build continues and we're not sitting around waiting. So that's always good. It is a little better next week, especially on the Lego side. We finish the seat, we build an entire second seat, and then do some more stuff as well. So the Lego side next week is better, and we do have more parts and things to do on the scale model side, but still nothing crazy, that's for sure. Remember to like, share, subscribe. It really does help out. And we've got some exciting stuff coming up in the future. We are winding down our Optimus Prime series. Only a few more episodes there, so be sure to check that one out because I've already completed that build and recorded those videos. The final build is awesome. It is so awesome. I thoroughly impressed with the model, with myself for finishing it like correctly and everything works. So yeah, way better than the DeLorean experience for sure. So be sure to check out that playlist and get caught up if you haven't because we're coming down to the end. And then our Titanic build is coming along great. We're making awesome progress there as well, heading toward a milestone of finishing the first box of Lego parts, so that's exciting. So, you know, if you're new, welcome. Always happy to have you here. And if you haven't hit that subscribe button, whether you're new or a returning viewer, hit that subscribe button. It's totally free, and we're working our way to some subscriber milestones to give away some free Lego, so stay tuned for that. And if you hit that subscribe button, you'll be notified when those giveaway videos come out as well. So until we see each other again, happy building, take care, be kind to each other, and I'll see you soon.